And most of the time you want to get Mercury Treads. Sometimes you can get Ninja Tabbies. But like 90% of the time it'd be Mercury Treads. Blade of the Ruined King, situational. Rain to Winds, situational. Banshee's Veil, situational. Guardian's Angel, situational. Hex Drinker, situational. Or Maul Malmortius.
With mood
Um,
enchant, would you go fur, or you almost always go home guard nowadays?
I go Home Guards, especially with Teleport, because seem to still get that movement speed with GTP.
Hmm.
User disconnected from your channel.
It's like that.
Yeah. Trying to think of what else can you get. Thornmail is also another situational item. Um,
Someone told me once that you should build Hydra on Aurelia, but I haven't found anywhere that says
no,
that.
no,
That's not really a thing for her, is it?
no. I think I've seen people build it on her before.
But
It's just, it's for Irelia's kit. Other items are just outclass it.
yeah, okay. All right.
Yep. Um.
So what would you like me to do from here?
Okay. Now we talk about skill order, ability orders.
Uh, e-
Um.
EQW. I just pretty much follow the skill set order on the page there, but like E level 1, Q level 2, and then W all the way throughout. Sometimes get W on level 2 if I want to sustain the lane better. That's about it.
Okay. So it really depends on the matchup
Mm-hmm.
versus a ranged matchup. Q is um maxing Q first is better. Um Against melee, maxing E first is better. And your second skill should be W that you max. But going EQ first is right. EQ, W, and then max Q or E depending on the matchup, and W second, and the last one third, obviously.
So max E. So why E and Q over W?
E is just better against melees. Um, they get stunned for wait. Because when more than likely, like Darius or a lot of the melee champions that are top lane are difficult matchups for Irelia. So they'll more than likely be playing aggressively, and you always have that E to like stop their engagement and or get a few autos off before you back off after you stun them.
Mm-hmm.
A Q just does more damage to ranged because that's your gap closer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reasoning behind E and Q and which one you max first. But and you want the W for the true damage. the higher true damage.
Right. So it's always going to be W second though. Then, right?
Yeah, always W second. And the way you should be engaging on someone is charge your W first, and then go in with your Q, and end your engagement with your E and back off unless it's an all-in. If it's an all-in, you just keep going.
Okay.
But for controlled engagement, you end your engagement with the E, so it's difficult for them to follow up or return anything.
Right.
Okay. Also, using her ultimate. You can use her ultimate in several different ways. If you ever there will be situations where you could use a minion to reset a Q for a higher gap closer, but it's not low enough to be one shot by a Q. You could always use your ult, two ults to make a minion low enough to be queued. For instance, I think it happens most frequently when a jungler comes to gank, and you could use a double dash to get close enough to be relevant to the gank, but there's not a minion there. I mean, there's a minion there, but he's not low enough.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
can
you
use
just
your
have to make your
ult. It's just a little trick. Just use your ult twice on a backline minion, and then Q, and then you get a reset. And you can use it for other scenarios where maybe you just need a gap closer on somebody who's too far away. And just keep that in mind that you can do that with your ult. And also using your ultimate in team fights to try and get someone low enough to get a Q reset instead of just rushing in and doing a Q. Because if you have the ability to get a Q reset on somebody in a team fight, that's huge because you can immediately do it again to somebody else.
Right. Because I'm using him to just bounce around.
Yeah. You could also just spam it for an all-in. But it's just, you could also use it to clear minion waves, because the ultimate is relatively low cooldown, so you don't want to be too stingy with it.
Right.
It's 60 seconds, so.
Yeah, like a Lux ult or something.
Yeah. What else? Okay. If you want to start up a game, I'll spectate.
Sure.
Think.
I guess I need to play Team Builder?
Yeah, people usually do that so they can guarantee their spot.
I really wish it let you cancel invites.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take notes on a lot of the key like things that happen during the game, and we'll go over it afterwards.
Sure. So what's this thing that you're part of this gaming thing? Is it like a tournament system or something?
Was that?
This form I had to fill out. Are you part of some sort of tournament league or something?
Oh yeah, this is just a gaming community, and we host tournaments like once a week, and it's they're official Riot
My
tournaments.
blade is at your
So-
service.
Triumphant Rise is the prize. If you win, get first place.
That's pretty neat.
And anyone can be a part of it. They have MMR equalizers, so anyone from bronze to challenger can be in the tournaments.
That's neat. I'll tell my team about it. Do you have a
Yeah.
website link for it?
It's just on this TeamSpeak, and they always announce when the tournament's going to be. It's like once a week. We just had one today, actually. I think it's still going on right now too.
Alright, I'll let my team know about it.
Nice. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Alright, I'm back.
Don't worry, nothing's happened.